Hello and welcome back to Citizen Pew. This is Citizen Pew Commentary, and today I want to talk about that age-old question: how much ammo? How much ammo is enough, right? And I pose that that is the wrong question we should be asking. I pose that it's completely irrelevant, and I'm going to break down why I think that. So let me start by saying that this topic is something that's been on my mind lately. I would say the last 2, 3 weeks. And a lot of that is because of comments that you have all made on other videos. And many of you, and I've said this before myself, that you can never have enough ammo. But I've seriously started thinking about that. And I think that there are scenarios where you can. You can have too much ammo. And I'm going to tell you what those scenarios are and what eventually, or well, here at the end of the video, what I think the true question should be that we're asking, right? So, one of the things that led to that, I started looking at some AR stuff, some parts and stuff like that, and I'm always looking for something to, maybe do a change a barrel out or put something else together or whatever. And I was looking at life expectancies, and I said to myself, you know what? If the average AR barrel's life expectancy is 20,000 rounds, now I've heard of people getting way more than that, but let's just say, let's go with a double that before you have zero functionality out of that barrel. 40,000 rounds. If you have one AR and you have 100,000 rounds of ammo, you have 60,000 rounds of ammo that you cannot utilize. Right? Now you might say, well, yeah, but you can barter that. Yeah, true, if you have that in your plan. But if you are in a survival mode where you are not bunkered down, you're probably not going to take your bartering ammo with you, right? So that's one thing that started leading me to think, well, maybe we shouldn't be asking this question, how much ammo is enough? Because you could have more ammo than your firearm will live long enough to use. The life expectancy of all of our firearms is going to limit us on how many rounds we could utilize through it, right? Now, I'm sure many of you watching this video have more than one firearm. And yeah, so if you take the complete sum of all your firearms, you'll have a much higher value of usable ammo. But you will eventually have firearms, all your firearms will eventually be useless unless you're picking up some spare parts and you have those to utilize in the event of some catastrophic event. So, like I said, and I'm guilty as much as anybody, like I said, of saying how much ammo is enough. You can never have enough, right? But I've really started, like I said, thinking about this. And there's other scenarios, like my Glock 17. Glock recommends after 7,000 rounds, around about, I think it is, that you start looking at replacing some of your components, your springs, stuff like that. And I thought, that's a good point. I don't have a lot of replacement parts for the internals of my Glock 17. And I thought, if that's going to be something that I'm going to end up with during a catastrophic event, and I'm going to have to rely on that for a long time, I have way more ammo than I can possibly use through it if I don't have some spare parts, right? So, I started thinking about that. And that is one thing I've found a flaw in my preparedness, my readiness, is spare parts. Now, I do have spare parts for a number of my firearms, but I don't have enough spare parts for all the firearms that I would consider to be critical in an event, let's say, whatever, catastrophic. So that's something I'm working on, and I'm making a list and going to start picking up some things. And let's look at go back to the ARs. Things you should consider. Your bolt carrier group isn't going to last forever. Your you got pieces on they wear out. They wear out. So yeah, you should probably have a spare too. Now, if you got like 5 or 6 ARs, you're probably saying, "Oh, I'll just grab another AR." Well, yeah, that's fine. But then again, you come down to, let's say you have 5 ARs. That's 20,000 rounds each. That's 100,000 rounds. If you have 100,000 rounds of ammo, you would be able to utilize that theoretically. But if you had, let's say, 150,000 rounds, then yeah. Now you might be thinking, who has 150,000 rounds of spare ammo laying around? Well, I don't know. There's people out there with it. I'm just saying. But anyhow, so like I said, but a lot of these thoughts that I'm having were inspired by conversations that occurred on the comment section. And I was like, man, there's so much to being prepared. And you'll never be able to prepare for every single scenario. But one thing is guaranteed in every scenario, and that is as you use ammo through your firearm, it will increase the wear on it, and it will eventually wear out. So I think having spare parts is critical to that level of preparedness that we all would like to think that we're at. And so I'll just say it. I think the true question we should be asking ourselves is, can we utilize the ammo we have? Right? Because if you don't have firearms that can last long enough to utilize the ammo you do have, you've got a serious issue there. You might think, well, I've got, let's just say 50,000 rounds of 5.56, and you got 2 AKs. You technically have 10,000 rounds that will not be utilized if the life expectancy of those barrels or any other parts fails in those average life expectancy times unless you have spare parts. So being prepared is more than just having lots of ammo and lots of guns. It's having the things necessary to keep those guns, with just a machine like any other machine. You've got to keep them running. You got to keep them working. That means having spare parts. That also means having everything you need to clean it. Do you have a survival kit for cleaning? Something that when you do have to leave wherever you're bunkered down to go search for something, that if you have to clean your gun out there in the field, can you break it down? Can you clean it? Do you have those tools? Do you have portable tools? There's so many other things that you need to have and be able to be able to utilize those firearms, to be able to then utilize all that ammo you have, right? So there you go. That's what this is about. I pose that the actual question you should be asking is, can you even utilize all the ammo you have? Because if you can't, that is going to be a major issue that you need to address before a catastrophic event. Like I said, I've been looking into the life expectancies of multiple firearms I have, especially the ones that I would consider essential for catastrophic events. And I'm putting together a list. I'm going to be ordering some parts. I have parts. I have spare parts, especially stuff that I know wears out. But I want more now that I'm thinking about it, because I want more ammo. And I would say that I am not to the point where I would run out of functional firearms before I run out of ammo, but I want to be, right? And how do I keep building up that preparedness? I keep bumping those numbers up, right? I buy stuff, parts, cleaning materials, stuff like that I can have stashed away so that I can increase the longevity of those firearms, and then thus have a higher utilization of ammo with those firearms in the event of a catastrophic event. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the question I pose as being the true question. Can you even utilize all the ammo you have? Because if you can't, probably ought to look into that. So that's my thoughts. And I will say that they are still evolving. And like I said, a lot of this is contributed to a lot of comments I see. And I think it's good. I think that's one of the great things about this community is people share their thoughts, their ideas, and for the most part, we're all decent people about it. But there's a couple out there that okay, whatever, dude. Yeah, I get it. You might be right, but you could have said it better. You know what I'm saying? Those people. But anyhow, but they're sharing, so that's caring, right? Anyhow, those are my thoughts. So let me know what you think. By all means, I know you have a thought, so put it down in the comment section. And anyhow, if you thought the video was good, if you like the content, you like this kind of talk about these kind of things, give it a thumbs up. Share it with somebody if you think they got some good comments, because I like reading them. I do. I try to read every comment. As I get more videos out there and the channel's growing, it's getting harder and harder. But at this moment, by the end of the week, I usually get through all the comments. I really like them, and I think it's great. And I really appreciate everybody who leaves a comment. Thank you very much. And again, like I said, like the video if you thought it was good. If you're not subscribed, check a few more videos out. And if you like the stuff, see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get better. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, I am on Instagram under Citizen Pew, and I do have a member section, 99 cents a month. That's where I do all my videos with my ARs, AKs, because YouTube isn't going to monetize them. And yeah, there you go. That's all I got. Thank you for watching the video. It is Friday, so have a great weekend. And yeah, that's all I got for you.